Have you ever guys been a part of a Minecraft server and you really want to keep your items safe and you want to build the vault, but you need a perfect door for that vault? Well, I got the answer for you guys today. Introducing the My Laser Door 2.0. I built the first one over 6 years ago, and I decided it needs to re-up. It needs to be updated. And this one's a much better design. It's also much smaller than the original. So yeah, let's get straight into it. I'm gonna show you guys how it works. So this is a keycard system, just like the old one. But however, what is different about this one is it does return your items if you. It does return your items, so you don't have to get a new keycard every single time. And it will also return the wrong key card item for you. If you put in the wrong one, it'll give it to you back. Or if you actually throw in your items in there, it'll give it back to you rather than destroy it like the old system. So it's much better than the last one. It also closes automatically as well. The first one you had to manually do it by a button. So yeah, with that being said, my key card is 1920. I'm just gonna throw it into this decorative pot right here. As you can see, the door will turn green. And if you wait for a few seconds, the door will go back to red and it locks up. Once it's red, you cannot get through the thing. And I did say you can get your key card back. It is end up in this barrel, as you can see. You can also open it from the other side. If I throw my key card into this decorated pot, it'll open right up and I can go through and grab my key card. Now, let's say your friend wants to come through and put his own key card in there to see if it works, but his key card says 5740 on it. Well, obviously that's not the code of the door. If I go and put it into my decorated pot, nothing happens. As you can see, it does not turn green, it stays red, and it still ends up in the barrel. 5740 is the key card. And since I'm in creative, it obviously duplicates the key cards. But yeah, the door will not open unless if you have the exact key card. And this works for any item in Minecraft. If I were to throw in a door, if I wanted to throw in a door, you can go and do so, and it will not open. You will see your door end up in the chest down below. And as you can see, it does return your items. It does not destroy them anywhere in the system. And this is very compact. The biggest part of the system, obviously, is the beacon. You do not need a super beacon for this to work. You can do a small little beacon, and you don't even need the beacons, really. The beacons, you can make this an invisible fence if you want and just take out the beacons entirely. It will still work. But yeah, I like the beacons because it makes it look cool. And I also know that you guys are going to be building survival, and I know a lot of you guys have super beacons laying around your base, so why not use your super beacon as a door and make it look cool? So with that being said, these are all the items you need to build in this chest. You're going to need 34 pieces of redstone dust, 5 fence gates. It can be any color, it does not matter. You need 4 repeaters, 5 redstone torches, 12 comparators, 11 sticky pistons, 11 target blocks, 5 beacons, 5 stained glass. And now the colors can be different. I use lime and red, but you can do it whatever color you want. If you want it to be pink when the door opens and you want it to be dark blue when it's locked, go ahead. By all means, you can do whatever color you want. Now, the items on the right are optional. You do not need these items, but they are required if you want to use the key card system. Everything on the left is only for the door. So if you just want to build a door and hook up a lever to it and just make it hide the lever somewhere, go ahead, use the ones on the left. Now, if you want to do the cool key card system, you're going to need everything on the right as well. You're going to need 8 buckets of water, 1 soul sand, a barrel. You're going to need 2 decorative pots. You can get away with 1 decorative pot. I'll talk about that in a little bit when we get to that system. But you do need 2 if you want it to look symmetrical. You're going to need 1 rail. This is going to be a temporary rail, so you're just going to need it for a second. You're going to need 2 minecart hoppers, 16 hoppers. You need 1 dropper and 2 observers. Now that's pretty much all you're going to need. You're also going to need a bunch of building blocks. I used wool in the 2 demos here, but you can do whatever you want. I'm just going to use wool in the video just to differentiate the systems that we are building. So the first system we're going to build is actually going to be this orange circuit here. You're going to need orange wool, target blocks, a redstone dust. You're going to need a redstone torch. You're going to need your sticky pistons, the 2 colored glass panes, and that is pretty much all you're going to need from that. Oh yeah, also I'm going to need to grab my beacons because I did not place them over here. So yeah, grab your 5 beacons. I already built the tower because this takes ridiculously long. You can do it as many beacons as you want, by the way. You can do 1 beacon, 2 beacons, 3 beacons, all the way up to as many as you want. If you want to make the door 15 blocks long, make the door 15 blocks long. Obviously, the more you need, the more repeaters you're going to need for this system as well. If you do make it more than 15 blocks long, though, you will need to redo the system and put a repeater coming outwards and make it link back up, because once it runs out, you can't put a repeater here or it'll block that system. Just letting you guys know that, but it will go up to as big as you want. So if you just want to place your 5 beacons here, that's going to start the building off. You can go ahead and activate it if you want. I'm not going to activate them because the ones I have activated are actually that one over there, and those are unactivated as well. So yeah, once that is done, what you're going to do is you're going to come out by 3 blocks actually. You're going to place your sticky piston here, break it, and come along 5 blocks. Now you're going to want to place your green sticky piston, your green glass, so whatever glass pane you want for the door to be open, what color you want it to be, you're going to want to use here. So since I want the door to be green when it's open, I'm going to put my green here. Then we're going to come out on the other side. We're going to come out 2, and then we're going to come up another one, and we're going to place our sticky piston right there. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side, except the only thing different on this side is obviously the sticky pistons are 1 block higher, and whatever color you want the door to be locked, you want that glass pane color right here, so I want it to be red. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do our system here. We're going to want to come down out 2 like so, come across. Make sure you place a bunch of 5 target blocks here and place redstone dust as well. You're going to want to come up right here, and then underneath this block, you're going to place a target block. Now that is a temporary block. And then you're going to come out, and you're going to come all the way across, just like so, and then you're going to place a line of blocks right here. Place 5 redstone dust here, and then place a redstone dust all the way up until you get to this sticky piston. Once you're on this sticky piston, you're going to place a redstone torch. You're going to place a redstone torch on that target block as well. And that is pretty much the almost the door system complete. Now, if you want to go ahead and throw in your fence gates here, you can as well. You're going to want to place them directly on top of these red stained glass here. Don't do that one. And then once you're done here, you're going to want to place target blocks right there. And that is the door system done, guys. That's how simple this thing is. If you want to go and test it, just grab yourself a lever and throw in your lever on this target block right here. That's going to be your input block. And then when you do it, it's green. As you can see, the fence gate's open. Do it again, the fence gate's closed. Now, if you want to go ahead and build ourselves a little door frame, you can. And let's just let's see, what color block do we want to grab here today? Let's just grab some deep slate blocks. That always looks cool. And then you're going to come up across here and then grab some glass. There you go. It can be whatever color you want. I'm going to grab black stained glass just because it goes well with the deep slate. And then you're going to want to grab some carpets as well. The carpets can be any color you want. I'm going to be using black in this building here. And then you're going to want to come out and make sure you can place a little flooring here. And then you can place carpets right here as well. Okay, so now if you want to test it, you can see the door is locked when you when it's closed. Flip the lever here, the door will turn green, and you should be able to walk through. So yeah, that is pretty much your door done, guys. So if that's all you want to learn from today's video, go ahead, throw a lever on both sides of the door, hook it up to your input, your door's done. Now, if you want it to look cool and you want to build the automatic closing and the key card system, stick around. I'll show you guys how to build that now. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to build out a little flooring here as well. And then do that. Okay. And now on this side, make sure you don't place a solid block here. It's got to be a stair. Okay, so just like that, you can place in whatever color stair you want. It doesn't matter because you're going to place carpets on top of this anyway. And then you can go ahead and fill in the rest of your carpets. And that's going to be your flooring system here as well. There we go. All right. Okay, so that's your floor. So Once that's done, what we're going to do is you're going to come to the right side of it, and you're going to break these 2 blocks. You're going to want to grab your hoppers now. Grab the hoppers, the hopper minecarts. You're going to want to grab some rails as well, a sticky piston, and the block of color you want. Since I use black carpet, we're going to use black wool in this scenario, and I'm actually going to grab a lever as well to test it. So what we're going to do is we're going to place a temporary block here. I would recommend using dirt if you're in survival, but make sure these hoppers are facing it down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place in hoppers right here, and then place rails on top of those, and then place micro hoppers on top. Then you're going to break the rail they're sitting on, and then on the side of this block, we're going to want to place sticky pistons, and then we're going to place our black wool, flip the lever down, and then break the blocks. And then you're also going to want to break this block as well, and that's where your barrel is going to go. Now, you only need 1, but for symmetrical reasons, I'm going to put 2. And then you can also go and throw in your decorated pots as well. And this is where I was talking about how you only need to do 1, because you can actually reach the decorated pot from the other side of the wall. So if you only wanted to do 1, you can only do 1. For symmetrical reasons, I'm going to use 2. Okay, so that's pretty much that part of the system done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to want to come down here, place temporary blocks, and then come across here, and that is going to, you just want to place 3 hoppers going into it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to build our lime system. So I'm going to come over here and grab the stuff to build it. You're just going to need a whatever color wool, or whatever color block, I should say. You're going to grab your redstone repeater, redstone dust, the redstone torch. Then you're going to come over here and grab a comparator as well. And then you're also going to need to, I'm going to need to re-grab my hoppers because I accidentally got rid of them. But what we're going to do is we're going to come across here, place that, make sure you place a hopper going into it as well. If you want, you can go and place a hopper here going outwards too, because you're going to need that later when we do our system right after this. So when that is done, what we're going to do is you're going to place a hopper going in this direction as well. So you should have a hopper going left, you should have a hopper going back, and a hopper going forward. Okay, so when that is done, you're going to want to come across 3 over like that, and just like that, you're going to place a redstone torch here, a repeater, and then you're going to place 3 redstone dust in total, and then place a redstone comparator there. That is pretty much your door system done. So now, if you want, you can grab your key card. I retextured my piece of papers to look like a key. By the way, side note, if you guys want to learn how to do a custom textures and make your own texture pack, let me know. I love making videos, and making texture packs is one of the few things I enjoy making in Minecraft. So if you guys want to see a tutorial on it, let me know. I will make a tutorial. Okay, so back to the tutorial of the redstone tutorial. Grab a anvil so you can rename your item. Now, because I know most of you guys don't know how to retexture things, you can also rename this item from paper to whatever color in the files, and it'll just be there. But if you're doing in vanilla Minecraft, obviously this is going to be an actual piece of paper, named paper, so you can rename it to whatever color combination or whatever combination you want. Since this is the year 2024, let's go and put the year 2024. Why not? That is going to be our key card for this system. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we don't need the anvil anymore. We're going to come over here to this hopper here on the very end. You're going to place 4, and then you're going to put the rest in that hopper. Now, this number should stop at the number 41. If it doesn't, you messed up in your redstone somewhere. As you can see, it stops in 41. The rest of the 19 are down at the bottom. So now, with that system done, the lime system's out of the way, let's go and build our pink system. And I just need the pink wool. You're going to need a redstone dust, redstone torch, a repeater, and you're going to need a comparator as well. Okay, so yeah, with that done, what we're going to do is we're actually going to come on this side because I've already placed the hopper, so that makes it way easier for me. Okay, then we're going to place a block here, and with a comparator on top of it. You're going to want to place a block here and a block here. Place a redstone dust on top with redstone torch here. You're going to place a block here and a block here. Make sure you place a redstone repeater here, and make sure this redstone repeater is on a 4-tick delay with a redstone dust here. Okay, so that is pretty much that part of the system done as well. What we're going to do now is we're going to come out by one and down, just like this. Double check that's what I did. Um, One, two. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna come out here and across. So make sure you do like this, like that. Okay, so you should have a block, temporary block here, hopper going into it, two like this. You can go ahead and connect those two into that as well. Okay, so that is pretty much the entire door, almost the entire system done. Well, that's the key card system done. Now what we need to do is build our automatic door closing system, and that's going to be the magenta system over here as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to need a comparator, a redstone repeater, a redstone dust. We're going to need, you don't need the target block because we've already placed it in a previous step. But what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, place a redstone torch here, and then place a block on the side of the torch. You're going to place a repeater here, or not a repeater, a comparator going into a repeater, sorry. You're going to place a block here with 2 blocks like this. And then you're going to want to just build a little platform up until you get to this block here. Place 2 redstone dust here, 2 redstone dust here. You're going to want to place 4 comparators going one direction, 4 comparators going the other direction. And that's a pulse extender if you don't know what it's called. There you go. So now what we're gonna do next is I want you to place a magenta block here with a redstone dust on top of it, leading into the target block. The target block is going to redirect it, and that's why we need this to be a target block. All right, and that is pretty much that done. Oh, I forgot. Make sure you come out by one and come down. Place redstone dust there, going into a repeater, and then you're going to want to come all the way across until you get to this spot here, and just place redstone dust along everything. Now, with that being said and that being done, make sure you come back to this hopper and place in one more key card, just so you can get the key card system back. So you should have 4 here, or so you should have 45 here, so 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, and then you need the 46th one right there. So in total, you need 46 keys, or 46 pieces of items you want, and you can do whatever item you want as well. All right, so yeah, with that done, what we're going to do now is we're going to need to place our dropper, and then we're going to want to place our soul sand as well, and this is the only system we need left, and the only system we need left is our blue system, and it's literally just one block. You're going to want to come up. Oh, by the way, you should have one more hopper, by the way, and that hopper goes into the side of that barrel. All right, that's all it does. You should be out of hoppers now. All right. Oh, this block here needs to be a solid block. It does not matter what kind of block. Just make sure it's solid, and the rest of it can be glass. All right, now that we're here, we can go ahead and place in our water as well. I'm going to grab a trapdoor as well. This is not required, but I'm going to use a trapdoor just because it looks better off the top. So you should have 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I didn't place it all the way up. There's the 7th one, and then one more should be 8. Make sure you bring it across so you don't lose anything. You can also place a trapdoor here, just to keep the items from flying over the flying out of the system. All right, so with that being said, we only need one more piece of a system, and that's going to be our blue system. We're going to place that there with a comparator on top. Then we're going to need to grab those 2 observers I mentioned earlier, and the sticky pistons as well. Grab that. Place a observer facing into this golden block or whatever block you used, and then place a sticky piston here, and then place another observer on that sticky piston going in the opposite direction. Okay, and that is the whole system done. That's it. That's the door. Complete, 100%. You're good to go. And now if I go and just grab a key card, because I actually threw mine away in the creative mode, place the key card in the barrel, you should see it turns green. You can walk right through, and 5 seconds later, you can go ahead and the door will close back up. As you can see, I cannot walk through even if I try my hardest, and the 2024 key card does end up in the system. Now, you can also go back like I mentioned, and you can also place in a random item. Let's just throw in a door again, because why not? Place in my key card. As you can see, the door will oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot 2 hoppers. My bad. The 2 hoppers need to be connected here. I forgot that. Forgot about that. That's my bad. Okay. And I don't know why there was a lever in that, but there was. So yeah, if I place in my key card on this side now, the door will turn green. You can walk right through, and 5 seconds later, obviously the door will turn red and it will lock up. Your key card will end up in the chest, and if you want to place in whatever item you want, place in a door, or actually don't place it in the barrel, place it in the decorated pot, place in a door. It won't open the door. As you can see, the door will open, or the oak door will be in the barrel. I probably should not have used a door because that's just a lot of saying a door. If I got a nickel for every time I said door in this episode, we'd be rich, guys. All right, so that is pretty much the end of this episode. Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe. Also, if you do want to see that tutorial on making custom texture packs, drop it in the comments down below. Say yes, I'd love to hear y'all's opinion on that. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Goodbye.